Hey Libra, welcome to your 2018 September Psychic Tarot reading. My name is Adrienne, also known as She Tarot. So She_Tarot. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook with the same thing. I already shuffled your deck as I usually do. I have them sitting here along with my tea and my cat, and I'm ready to bring your reading. I have called down your guides, my angels to protect and to deliver the message that you need to hear. Specifically, Libra. I love Libras. Love, love, love them. You have great energy, great people. I probably will always say that in every single reading. I closed my eyes before I started shuffling to see if there was anything that I needed to deliver to you, Libra. Not just jumping straight into it. I don't want to, ramble on too much, but I wanted to make sure that I got the message. And the first thing I saw was waves, and I heard the word emotion. So I'm not sure, Libra, if you have been overcome with emotion, if there has been turbulent times. I guess you want to say turbulent, as you see waves can be quite turbulent. If you feel like you keep getting, I'm also seeing you feel like you keep getting crashed into the wall, like the waves are just taking you and they're smashing you against the wall. So I don't really know what that means. And I really hope and pray that it's not like that for you this month. Or it hasn't been like that. We're leaving August, we're going into September at this point. So I'm hoping that we're bringing in fresh new energy for you. If I need to spray, hold on, wait a minute. There's sea salt for you. I'm going to spray some sea salt to help cleanse the energy. There's also a little bit of Florida water. I love the way that stuff smells. So you can always go with the tide. So if I'm seeing a wave, make sure that you're not swimming against the current. You may feel like that you are, but I don't feel like that needs to be the case. I don't feel like you need to swim against the current, Libra. You more so want to go ahead and go with the tide so that you can get back to shore. It's going to take you exactly to where you need to go. And it's going to be a lot smoother for you, for whatever that means. I'm also being told, I advocate for emotional abuse awareness and narcissistic abuse. And my last reading that I did for Aries, I waited until the end. I put it out there. Obviously, I advocate for it. I'm, an activist. When it comes to these things, I'm a very honest person, and I have to, this is what I do here. I serve, and I also protect in a motherly way, in a caring way. Probably because I have a Cancer rising. It gives me that. But I'm hearing to tell you, I do have not to self-advertise, but I have a Facebook page for emotional abuse awareness, and it is called She Wears a Halo Emotional Abuse Awareness. And I basically speak out my truths. I may put a story out there that I've experienced or gone through in an abusive relationship that I was in for a course of 10 whole years, off and on. It was my longest lasting and most serious relationship, and it was absolutely awful. I still have problems with it to this day. Narcissists don't let go easily. And unfortunately, if you're more of an emotional based person, which is Libra, yes, we know this. I'm sorry. Remind me later. Okay, my phone needs to have an update. Anywho, maybe I'm giving you an update, Libra. We're going to take you to Libra 3.0 at this point, because I feel like you've already done some work on yourself. But I feel like you need to speak your truth. I feel like you may not have been in the best situation, and you're coming out of it. Whether it was a friendship, a relationship, a family member that was doing this to you, putting you through this, I feel like you need to stand up for yourself and speak your truth and empower yourself, Libra, because there's no way that you should let anyone walk on you or make you feel like you don't exist for whatever reason. So basically, me putting it out there, you can definitely go to my page to gain more support. I am just very direct as a person, and I don't care. I'm going to put it out there. Hey, if you got the balls to abuse people, you damn sure better have the balls to stand up when, you're called out and the truth is being put out there. For the most part, they'll lie and they'll say that you're crazy and yada, yada, yada. But you know what? Only you can protect you. Stand in your power, Libra, whatever that means for you. Now, that message aside, there may have been a situation that happened recently where you felt like so I'm hearing verbal battle. Was there some sort of argument? There may have been an argument. You may have felt like you were the person who was overcoming, or you were triumphing, but then after it was all said and done, like you felt like shit. Sorry, I like to whisper. I have a child in another room and I try to use nice words. You may have said some really nasty, hurtful things to somebody thinking that you were like winning this battle, and it turned out at the end of the day to be this thing where you feel like an awful person. Libra, you're actually really sensitive. You may be more of a mental person, and you may really value justice and balance, making sure that everything is in all fairness. But at the same time, you're more on I'd say more on the emotional side of it. You may weigh things with more of an emotional weight than most air signs do. And I feel like that's an empathic ability, and it's important because you value fairness and justice and balance so much. Like, how could you be fair if you don't have, obviously you have your logic and your intelligence, but you also have that thing can help you connect with people emotionally. So it makes sense. I also want to say that you may have someone try to come back from your past to propose something. They may have offered you something, whether it be a date or to sit down and talk. They're trying to manifest something with you, but you're bored. You're not in the mood to be tied down. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're bored. You may be healing from something that you felt was betrayal, backstabbery. You lost something came to an abrupt end. You've been possibly dwelling in that arena for a little bit, and it's time to release it and let it go. You may have even stepped into some negative emotions over the situation and became a little bit of a manipulator. You may have even tried to slander the person who did this to you, or you felt harmed by or wronged by or whatnot. But all it did was actually kind of come back at you. And that may be because you have such a conscience and you care so much about other people. If it came back at you, it's probably more emotional, to be honest. It could have been more mental. You might even have beat yourself up a little bit. Some of you, I'm going to say, be careful. You may go on a date. You may go out and spend a little bit more than you intended to, and it'll catch up with you. I'm going to say within several days, it's going to catch up with you. And you're going to feel like you're left without anything, kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. So be careful. Right now, you have the resources you need to get to where you need to be. Make sure you keep those resources. Be careful with overindulging on alcohol, especially if you're coming out of any kind of depressing situation, or, obviously a glass of wine here and there, not bad at all. If you're going to have your glass of wine at night, put your feet up and kind of think about your day. That's one thing. But if you're going out and you're partying every night, especially if you're getting out of a relationship, one sec. She scared herself. I'm sorry. That was interesting. She's like, whoa. That's Angel. That's my cat. She likes to make an appearance. Walking past any kind of recording device is one of her favorite things to do. But yeah, just be careful. That also can take a toll on your finances. Somebody may present themselves to you like flashy. This could be so someone may have tried to come back from your past promising things that they can't deliver to you. And they may be like, oh, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to make you feel so good. And The emotional side of things are promising that things are going to be great, and they are not. They're not. They can't fulfill that because they don't even have that. Their cups are empty. They cannot give you what you want. And you know that. You know that. But it's like they're flashing something at you. You may have at one point been waiting for this person to come back. You may have wanted them to come back, and now that they're back, you're like, whatever. Really not interested. You're stuck making, two different decisions between two different paths. So as you're healing from whatever this is that happened, because clearly this is something that may have devastated you. It may have left you feeling bankrupt or empty on the inside for a while. You may have even felt savage. And it was just like, I don't even care. I'm just breaking hearts, or I'm going to be this a-hole or whatnot. You're stuck trying to make this decision between... I feel Libra is almost like, I don't even know what I want. I don't know what I want. But I mean, I know there's an indecisiveness that comes with being a Libra, but it truly feels like you're looking at two different paths right now, and you're not sure which one to take because you feel like neither of them are getting you exactly what you want. But I'm going to tell you, Libra, from what I see, you have the ability to manifest no matter which path you take, because one leads to absolute healing. The other may land you in a relationship that may seem a little bit boring. No matter what, though, it comes down to you having the tools and the assets that you need to get to where you need to go. As long as you're watching your spending, because that is important. And remember, Libra, bad luck is ebb and flow of life. It happens. The tide always turns. So if you're going through something, know that the tide will reverse itself. And you're going to go back to where you need to be in the end. But there's lessons. When that tide turns one way, it's going that way for a reason. There's a lesson that you're going to come out a lot stronger and a lot more wise for. You may be trying to manifest old money. Like somebody may owe you money. So you may be trying to manifest that. I'm just telling you what I see here. I see you possibly trying to come up with a business venture that has to do with social media. So this is something that could really bring things forth for you. It may take a while before it really gets itself off the ground, but make sure you're not going into this with intent on getting even with somebody, because you have the Queen of Cups here. She's in reversed. Okay? And she's right next to the Ten of Swords that's in reverse. So as you're healing, you're thinking that you can get revenge on some person. I don't feel like this person's a narcissist. I just think that you feel like you were wronged by them. For whatever reason. And if you do take any kind, I'm sorry for my silences, I'm thinking, I'm making sure I'm giving you the right messages. If you do go ahead and proceed with this venture, you're not going to be happy with your end result. If you're trying to do it to get even with someone, do it from your highest self and do it for you. Do it for you. That's all I'm going to say. I love you, Libra. Again, you can catch me, She Tarot, on Instagram. Same thing with Facebook. Have a good night. I will see you mid-September. Peace.